Hello and welcome to a video on the DXY, the dollar index. My view here is, and I want to take you through the larger time frame outlook and bigger picture context here first. My view is that the market is likely close to completing a correction. I mean, what we talked about in previous updates is that we could get maybe like, one more low. Maybe we will reach this trend line and maybe we will also reach the 38.2 retracement at around $95.50, sort of $94 area could still be reached here in this area. I mean, this is the monthly chart, so this is really not much of a distance. We could also debate how to draw this trend line. I mean, we have 3 touch points here already, but then up there it doesn't work ideally. So it's a little bit, it's just need to be a bit flexible here with this. But overall, we are moving in a price channel, and I can identify from the 2008 low a 5-wave move up, which likely topped there in October 22. Yeah, this is, I think, when I even started to cover the DXY. So since then, we've been in this correction. This correction was expected, but because we only reached the 38.2 retracement, I see this. I mean, this is a 5-wave move up. It's even possible to count this as an impulse to the upside, yeah, or it's a diagonal. So it's difficult to say what exactly it is. I see the yellow scenario as probable option in which we could get one more high, or this is just a larger B-wave rally that could start from here. Because if this is a wave 2, the 38.2 retracement level is a bit weak. But nevertheless, or either way, in both of these scenarios, a rally, a bounce, appears likely. Okay? And honestly, it could be a multi-year bounce. Could be another 2 to 3 year bounce, maybe in this B-wave rally. Obviously, the A-wave also took like 3 years, pretty much, yeah? So, I mean, we started this in, October 22. So even a little bit earlier, September. And we could get another 2 to 3 year B wave before we then go down in wave C. Certainly something to watch. If we, however, then break above this resistance, it might just be for one more high before we get the larger correction. But as I said, in both scenarios from here, we are watching for a larger bounce. That's going to be interesting because this correction took a few years. So we've arrived at a key pivot, and then long term, this should move up the DXY. Now let's also take a look at the shorter time frame for the DXY. And we're now basically here at this trend line. We are in a smaller degree target zone. This is basically this, if we go to we're already at the 4-hour chart, but this is the correction that unfolded since 2022. Up here it started, and then we had an A wave down, a long sideways B wave, which topped in January this year, and then a C wave to the downside, which could be complete. But the move to the upside from the July low is not entirely convincing. It's only a 3-wave move, but the thing is, the extent of this move up is large enough to consider it's already bottomed. So it's a little bit of a wait and see situation. The move to the upside is only in 3 waves, so I have technically no evidence other than strong rally, but it was a 3-wave move up, so it's not really convincing yet. We are holding above the 78.6 retracement level at $97.19 at the moment, so any reaction from here could send it higher in a 3rd wave. So I'm tracking this as potential diagonal pattern to the upside because, if we've already bottomed, then wave 1 is a 3-wave move. So it's not high confidence. It's a bit of a wait and see situation. It would be clearer, had we seen 5 waves up. That's not the case. So from that point of view, we just have to see what happens here now. One more low cannot be ruled out, but either way, I think we are quite close to a substantial low based on the structure presented, especially if you consider the monthly chart as well. That's the update on the DXY. Hope it helps. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.